Okay, so you are currently witnessing attempt number 9 to fly this leg. We are going from Ürümqi to Dunhuang. Both are in China, and because of all the trouble that I've had, I'm filming this in a private stream first, hoping to be able to finally release a proper video. So let's get the aircraft set up and fly this leg, which the other guys have done already yesterday. My simulator kept crashing, poor connection. We also had trouble with OBS, which is the streaming software. I've updated drivers, downgraded OBS, and at times the video can be a little bit fuzzy, but I got good hopes right now that we are actually going to make it. 122.8 because there is no ATC at our frequency or at our altitude. We'll be flying roughly 9,000 initially. So that is the basic setup. Let's get the engine started. Let's get connected to the VatSim network. There we are. And let's find out if they will do a radio check for us. Something is off a bit because the screen is a little bit fuzzy, or is that just me being still very sick? Well, I guess we're going to find out in a bit. 133075, that is where the ATC is at, but they are only doing aircraft above a certain level. We're never going to reach that. .075. There we go. Now let's figure out their name, how they want to be called, and let's find out. Beijing Control, Papa Hotel, Bravo Victor Lima, radio check please. And we're probably going to have to reboot vPilot again for a couple times. Marvelous. Reconnecting again. Beijing Control, Papa Hotel, Bravo Victor Lima, radio check please.
Papa Hotel, Bravo Victor Lima, Beijing Control, radio 5.5.
Thank you, sir. And by the way, you are breaking up slightly.
Sorry, my connection is a little bit unstable.
I've got the same problem, sir, so no worries about it. I can still understand what you're saying, which is the important bit. So okay, he can hear me. Let's take the parking brake off, do a quick check of the control surfaces. They seem to be working. Let's decapitate this guy and get going. Now first, obviously, we are... Oh, he is lucky! We are going to taxi out to the runway, take off. Going to need the flaps for that. And already the screen is getting jittery. Yay! Yeah, resolution settings are definitely off somehow. Going to have to check that when this stream has ended again. So now, according to the flight plan, I've added a extra bit in here. Why is that? Because there's mountains in the way and we are not going to be able to cross them. Wow, the airstrip is fuzzy, isn't it? And that was ATC saying his connection is a bit unstable at the moment. So let's reply to him. Oh, let's taxi somewhat on that yellow line. This already the end of the runway? Is it? Let's hold short here. Let's find out. And that was ATC saying thanks. Hey, now where's my aircraft? There we are. Nope, we're not at the end of the runway yet. I really need to fix those resolution settings. Now there are no other aircraft in the area at this airport. Well, there are, look to our left, but none of them are connected to the VatSim network. So without further ado, I'll just taxi to the end of the runway, take off, and then we will be doing just that. And again, compared to the normal uploads every Sunday, there's a lot of happy chatter. There's me responding to all of you guys. There's sometimes people that talk in Discord, people helping out each other. So that is that. But today, because this is attempt number so many, that is not the case. But I'm still filming this and uploading this because I really want everybody to know that I actually flown this lap. So that is about it. Now, this looks like a good taxiway to turn into if the aircraft will respond. Thank you, aircraft. Let's go ahead and line up and get out of here. This is, by the way, possibly already the longest that the stream has held out ever since the great crashes of yesterday. They were usually 8 minutes, 9 minutes, that was about it. So now let's take off, get to the desired altitude and get going. Oh, stay in the middle. And we are airborne. Flaps up a notch, another notch. Well, let's pull them all the way up. Let's activate the autopilot. Flight level change activated. Basically that does nothing else but keep the set speed and climb to the desired altitude. Let's not do that too low. Here we go, 75, that should do. Let's also activate heading. Yeah, we're in the area. Now let's keep turning the knob until we are kind of getting into the direction where we want to go. Then somewhere between the magenta arrow and the middle part, so we can line up, after which navigation can pick up again. Now we are 3,500 climbing for 9, which would be a good thing because of the mountains in the distance over there. We would not have liked that. And you can see the middle part of the arrow is slowly moving towards the center and line up with the rest. Meaning then we picked up the GPS signal and moving to the next waypoint. And the first waypoint is 59.0, 58.9 nautical miles away from us.
飞服下午5号，南方514，高度815，听准。
南方514，北服下午好，应该机声动55。
Wow, that was bad.
南方514的飞服，应该机声动55，雷达识别了。继续上到标准气压的11栋，保持计划航路飞行。
标11栋，计划航路飞行，南方514。
Now ATC, he is talking Chinese, and in China you can either use English or Chinese. Let's give the engine a little bit more oomph. But the way the ATC is connected, that is about as jittery as the video of yesterday. And here we can see GPS blinking. The line has almost lined up, so we can expect a bit of a curve in a few seconds.
Hotel Bravo Victor Lima, Beijing control.
Beijing Center, Papa Hotel Bravo Victor Lima, was not able to read you.
Papa Hotel Bravo Victor Lima, your flight plan has a little bit wrong. First, you have to delete your departure airport and your destination airport from the route blank. And by the way, your cruising altitude is also wrong. China implies the metric flight levels, so maybe you need to use metric flight levels in China.
Unable to read properly. Can you put it in text, please? ,9,000 feet, so I have to convert.
南方514干啥了？
我刚刚不小心按到了我这个语音键，我没有说话，不好意思。
啊，没事没事。
So I just sent a text to this guy. This is just what I recalculated. Quick Google. Climbing 2,743 meters. And asking if he needs me to be at a different altitude. The funny thing is how the aircraft is being fuzzy on video, but things down below are less fuzzy. And he said that it would be 8,900 feet, so let's put the altimeter there. Meaning we're almost there.
飞赴南方514。
南方514，请讲。
我问个问题可以吗？
请讲。
我们国内我们这边的飞服它是管道高度是管到多少的呀？
我们这个飞服目前 cover 的是81以上的高度。
And then ATC says, hope you can enjoy our world in Chinese airspace. I'm starting to think that, ouch, ATC says he can just see a lot of question marks. Well, that was traditional Chinese. But okay, as I was saying, I'm starting to regret reinstalling OBS graphic drivers because the aircraft is still very fuzzy. And I'm going to have to change that after this flight. But for now we are still flying, so that is the important bit. And it also does respond a bit smoother. So maybe tweak it here and there, but not too much. Because the card should not be glowing red hot. And there was another text message from ATC saying, oh my god, what a pity. By the way, the engine is still revving at maximum and we are at the desired altitude, so let's throttle down a little bit, save some fuel and well, keep going basically. But we are not going to clear the mountaintop that we see up here, not by a long while. So if we go somewhere here, that could be solved. Let's do it. Are we going to run into any trouble here? No, we are nicely going around the bad area. And with bad, I mean like bad area. You know, scuffing your paint job, everything there. But for now it's cruising nicely, and once we've gone past this peak, I don't think that we have a lot to worry about anymore. Unless the aircraft wants to go to the waypoint at all cost. But let's not just jump to that conclusion. We could be lucky for once this week. Now I heard that the Chinese were great wall builders, but I don't see any wall. Maybe I'm in the wrong area.
Beijing Center, good evening. Cafe 725 is with you, flight level 340 IFR to Kuala Lumpur.
Cafe 725 Beijing Control, good evening, squawk 3062.
Squawking 3062, Cafe 725.
And I'll be back in just a few minutes, folks. I'm going to sort
identified
nicotine
maintain
deprivation.
presence, flight level, and route.
I just want to let you know I'm reading you about 3x6, 3x5 there.
It's 724, sorry about my unstable connection.
Yeah, just to let you know, it's still 3x5, it's breaking up.
北京东方的564的，北京听得见吗？ 北京飞普，
他下了。
北京下线了。
打下了 AFA 连接不好。
Okay, we're back. Now let's see how we are doing. We have 375.1 nautical miles to go to the destination airport. Obviously we are at the desired altitude, which was desired so by the ATC. Yeah, let's just keep on flying. How far are we from the waypoint? 25 miles, and after that we will be making quite the dramatic turn. Somewhere just before these mountains, which we will never ever cross. We can, however, aim down a bit and intercept the magenta line again. Oh, that already looks a lot more promising, doesn't it? Oh, and while I was away, ATC text messages everybody that they are going offline, so it's 122.8 for everybody, which we just did. Now, as the stream seems to be stable enough, I'm going to check over here. Yeah, that is working. And we're going to go public. Let's save that. And see if anybody will come and join chat for a bit. we are slowing down slightly. So throttle up a little bit. Let's see if we can tweak the engine somewhat. And let's find out if that did the trick for us. I kinda sorta really want to have this working. There's a lot of mountains to our left. I'm not trusting those mountains up ahead right there. I'm gonna push my luck here and activate the extra monitor that I have. Hopefully stream stays up. I really am hoping it stays up. And apparently it is. So now that we're closing in on the first waypoint, let's not go there because the first waypoint is up there. Let's make a slight left here and intercept the new line. Next waypoint is called SDEX. So we can make sure that we want to go there. Oh, come on. straight to SDEX. That's the new Magenta line, so we're going to leave USR 1 for now. Let's get our heading set. Are we going to trust that? Yes, we are. So right past this peak, we are going to activate the GPS again. I think we can already do so. Now that is hair raising. Where is it? Where are we going? Something scary and spooky maybe? No, maybe not. This could become a relaxed flight after all, because finally the jittery stuff is over with. And I hope I don't butcher this guy's name. Yang Qian Li says, "Hey sir, I finally found you." And he is the guy that was just doing the ATC. So naturally I had to respond. I'm not sure if his connection issues are over. So I typed it, and now I'm going to read my own text. Welcome to the channel. I had a lot of trouble uploading because of unstable connection, but now it seems to work, and I set the stream to live and public. And Yang Qiang says, "I'm so sorry about my connection." Well, bad days happen to everybody. As you can see in the title of this video, this is attempt number 9, while usually the first time I start the stream it is already good enough. And the previous 8 attempts, well, they were absolutely horrible, and due to the connection, due to OBS, the streaming software, and due to driver issues, so there's 3 issues, it was impossible to upload a video longer than 3 minutes. It kept cutting out constantly, and that absolutely ruined my day yesterday. Having a case of the flu going on is not even an issue compared to this, but it did get me pissed off really quick. And Yang Qian says, "Thanks for flying with the Fat PRC. I hope you love your journey in China." Well, let's see if I can call that up without crashing the simulator. We are currently doing Ürümqi to Dunhuang, then Langzhou, Chengdu, Xishuangbanna, Gaza, and then I think over here we are leaving towards Indonesia, so it is going to be quite the journey. Roughly 1300 miles. So that is what we're doing. After that, going back north towards Russia. Am I saying that correctly? Well, then after that we are going to Australia, climb north towards America, go to South America, North America, North Pole, and then come back down to Great Britain again. If you join my Discord, there is a link to the same Excel sheet that I just shown you. Should you want to fly along with us, you're very welcome. There's more guys that do that, but they're all on a Sunday. Going to assume they're all either asleep or working right now. I should be working, but with a 41-degree fever, that is not happening. I'm a truck driver, and you should be healthy when driving a 30-ton truck. So that. But it does grant me enough time to catch up, because I barely have to move. And if I crash in this simulator, it is not going to affect anybody's goods. It is not going to affect my physical health even more. And Yang Chan says, I changed my name to English, maybe it's easier for you to read. Jeffrey is actually really easier to read, but I hope I did not butcher your name. My Chinese accent is a bit off because I live in the Netherlands and I never took a single day of Chinese language learning. So yeah, that can be quite bad. My pronunciation is pretty good, he says. Well, I hope to. Doing my best. But of course we're flying all around the world in Cessna 172, live on the VatSim network. So every now and then you encounter accents or languages that you really do not know, so I'm just trying to make the best of it. Now currently I can claim I speak Dutch, English, German and French. I can make myself understood in Spanish and Portuguese. A little bit of Italian. And I can curse somebody into their grave in various Eastern European languages, but that is about all I know. So yeah, flying around the world and communicating, it is not the easiest of tasks. Doing 90 miles an hour. Let's see how we are doing. Refresh the map. details. Let's pull up the details. 347.7 nautical miles to go. We're going to be here for a bit, folks. Oh shoot. Need to drag that back to the other screen or it keeps popping up here. Not really sure what I did, but the camera controls are smoother currently and the world downstairs does look a lot nicer. With all the trouble that I had yesterday, I am really amazed that things are going this smoothly today. So with my luck, when we get to the destination airport, I will be the one crashing. But okay, we still have a long way to go, long way to prepare for the crash and landing. And obviously we have the ILS landing system, instrument landing system, abbreviated as ILS, which should be helpful. Wait a minute, maybe Jeffrey Lee knows this. Or Yang Qian, however you want to pronounce his name. Sir, I have heard that the Chinese are great wall builders, but I can't find that on the map. And when I look outside, there's absolutely no walls to be found. Am I in the wrong area, maybe? Great Wall is in northeast of China. Ah, shoot. We're not even going to come close to there, so I may have to make that a project for after we finish these series of flights. Maybe you can try Beijing or Dunhuang Island. I'm going to have to look into that because I do not know yet if we are flying close to there. Should hope so. I mean, I've flown this series before, right? As I explained in other videos, and we are flying past a few of the world wonders. Like the Taj Mahal, like the Sydney Opera House, things that you actually want to see. But no, I do not think we are getting close to the northeast of China, so we can see the Great Wall. But after this series, we are definitely going to start doing crazy things, and all suggestions are welcome. Somebody just messaged me, I'm pretty sure. And I see Jeffrey has entered the voice chat of Discord. How are you doing, Jeffrey? Audio check for Jeffrey.
Hi, sir.
Hey, I got you 5x5 now.
So how do you read me?
So how do you pronounce that island thing? Is that Dunhuang? What just happened there? Jeffrey? Well, I think he is trying to figure out some things. Fortunately, so are we, and we are 166.5 nautical miles away from the next waypoint. I should be able to zoom out even further here on the map, but apparently not. So I'm going to go and jump out, sort out No, not even sorting out, but preventing nicotine deprivation. And I will be right back, folks. See you in a bit.
Hi, sir. So, can you read me now?
Okay, and we're back. Now looking at the instrument controls, we can see the heading that we're supposed to be going. Let's click that just for safety in case GPS decides to cut off again. And heading bug is a little bit off, meaning we got slight side winds. At the same time, the engine is behaving nicely. Revs are good, fuel flow good, pressure good, temperature good, exhaust gas temperature where you kind of want it to be, vacuum is okay, and we got fuel for ages. Outside air temperature 10 degrees, that is something to watch. If that drops even more, we have to engage the pitot heating. But all is sunshine currently here in China. Who would have thought? I am really glad that we've left those menacing mountains way behind us. Gained some altitude compared to the ground. Things are looking up for us. But of course there's a few mountains here. Nothing much to worry about. Heading to FX. And I guess that little sound meant that Jeffrey is back online. Let's ask Jeffrey. Jeffrey, are you back?
Yes, I just solved the connection problem.
Marvelous. Hey, I got a question for you. You being ATC, what is it like for you to run a complete airspace? Because I have no idea.
Well, I'm an APC controller student in real life, so maybe I can get a lot of, the knowledge or the more practice than any others. So it's a little bit easier for me to run the airspace, whatever in the whole China, or just approach airspace or to be a tower. So it's just like you have the skills or practice makes perfect,
Sounds like a great plan to me. And when you figure out that you were live on YouTube, what was your first idea?
Well, it's not an easy thing for me, especially the people in China, to use YouTube. And it took me a lot of time to solve the problem.
I'm not sure because with the things that I can read on the news on this side of the planet, YouTube should be readily available in China as well.
Yeah, I think so.
But so some channels are blocked or some parts are blocked, or what is going on there then?
The YouTube is blocked in China, and Instagram or Facebook are blocked too, maybe for the politic reasons, I'm not sure.
Well, I don't think Chinese politics are really relevant on this channel, so let's leave them out of it. But of course, well, I do you think that you have to use a VPN to get to YouTube then when you're in China?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, in that case, I'm glad you have a VPN.
Yeah, I'm glad to help me see the different view.
Well, when it comes to different views, let's have a look outside. See what that looks like currently.
It's very black and it's horrible weather. Raining all the day.
There's no rain right now right here. Well, except when I look at my real world window.
Yep, so do I.
Oh, and I see somebody else responded. Paola
so
Fedi
you just
said
mentioned
hello.
the Great War, right?
Come again?
Well, the Great War is not located in the northeast of China. If you want to see the Great War in flight simulation, maybe you can go to the center of China or northeast of China, like Beijing or the Dunhuang Island. The Dunhuang Island is the end of Great War.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the Great Wall is primarily on the border of China with Mongolia, correct?
Negative. In the ancient times, Mongolia and some parts of north of China is a family. So maybe the people who lives in the south of China or the north of China built the Great Wall to defend other races or some other people. Honestly, not the Mongolia.
Well, I think I heard it somewhere, but I cannot be sure. And as I have the flu and just happy to be in the air, yeah, that basically could temper a little bit with my memory results. And Paola said, hello.
So where are you from?
I'm from the Netherlands, Europe.
Oops, I love Europe very much.
Well, feel free to come over whenever you're able. And Paola Fedi says,
Wow, I really want to go
Italy.
to the Spanish and Germany or the north part of Europe.
Netherlands is the north part of Europe, pretty much. We do have the far north, of course, the Scandinavian countries. But yeah, if you visit Germany, the Netherlands is just next door.
So the temperature is quite low in your country.
Actually, outside it is currently somewhat in the area of 12 degrees Celsius. But to me, while flu-stricken, it is somewhere below 40.
Ow.
Yeah, but it's just a fever acting up. It should be solved in a couple of hours, days, hopefully.
Have you ever been to China?
I actually should be flying back to Africa in the desert. But Australia has a lot of desert as well, so we're making progress, and finally stream stays up, stable. Not with the quality that I am used to. In parts you can see that the image is a little bit fuzzy, Let me zoom in on the controls so you can see that as well. So I'm going to have to sort that bit out, but I'm glad that at least the stream is stable right now. This is attempt number fucking 9.
I have another question, but I'm not sure is it suitable for us to talk it in Discord. Is the COVID good in the whole Europe or the all around the world except Chinese mainland?
When it comes to the news that surround us, that is surrounding us today, there is a dominant version of COVID which is more contagious, but it is less making you sick. So it is not really a problem, and people that get COVID, they usually display the same symptoms as having standard flu like I'm experiencing right now. It is still in effect that if you test positive for COVID, you have to go into quarantine, but it is not like in China where the entire city goes into lockdown again. You're just required to stay at home and have somebody else do your groceries for you. And Paolo Ferri said,
we
pouco inglês
currently locked
Easy.
down some cities, and there are a piece of news just happened a few weeks ago. A bus in Guiyang, which carries on about 27 people to quarantine themselves, but they crashed on the highways, so everyone on the bus is dead, and a lot of people are showing their doubts about the politics that Chinese government implies now.
yeah, when it comes to that bit, things that we read in the news right here is that as soon as the government of China finds out somebody has COVID, everybody is obligated to stay at home and get tested in the same area. So if it is in a city, the entire city gets in lockdown just to prevent spreading of the COVID disease. Is that true?
Yeah, that's really the true thing, the truth.
Well, the people here in the Netherlands, they would never ever accept that. We did accept a lockdown for a few weeks, and after that there was so much pressure on the government that they said never ever do we have a lockdown again, unless there's a new variety and there's real danger to everybody.
We don't know when will Chinese government release us to back to just like 2018, the whole world without COVID. Wow, I really look forward to this day.
I'm not sure if the people in China they say the same names for the COVID varieties as we do here in Europe and most of America. Omicron is the one that is dominant currently. Is that the same in China, you think?
Yeah, it's Omicron.
And that is just another Greek letter, so let's not be too fussy about it. We can sign documents with the Omicron symbol and nobody will recognize it. So it is easy for everybody just to avoid Omicron especially when you're me. I'm a trucker. I'm always alone.
You know, a few days ago, I took a taxi to the downtown, and the driver asks me, must wear masks, but I have been locked down in my university for a month, so I don't know what the exact meaning is for this.
Oh, the Dutch do have an opinion about that. Because a while back, masks were required in shops, in public areas, in public transport and stuff like that. And the Dutch quickly found out it is just a tool that the government uses to keep you scared, because you can suppress scared people. And once you find out that the mask does nothing for you, it is easy. You can simply take it off, but you risk a fine. But keeping it on does nothing to protect you.
Maybe, in my view, the lockdown is a wise method in the 2019, at the beginning of COVID. But in 2022, it's a stupid thing, fucking stupid thing. And I think in 2022, the city locked down, or our university locked down, just to ruin my life, destroy my life.
Yeah, and that is why the Dutch revolted and they won of the government. The government took down lockdowns, said never to return there unless there's a really serious variant. But that is it. Because if the people start rioting here, especially if you use Google, go use Google to figure out Dutch farmers protesting. When the farmers riot, the country is in chaos. When the entire population of the Netherlands riots, there's more chaos, and the government has no other choice but to give in to the people's opinion.
We're going to have a conference we called 20大, the 20th People's Conference in China. And maybe after this conference, we do not have to lock down the whole city. We do not have to quarantine ourselves if we tested positive for the COVID. So I'm looking forward to this conference. And I want to know, can the conference give us some changes about the COVID?
Well, I am convinced it is important that when you are being tested positively for COVID and you also have a very contagious variant, so that is 2 points right there. If it is very contagious, then yes, you should stay at home and you should be just working it out for a week, maybe 2 weeks, and then back released after a negative test. But if you escape and you, for whatever reason, you escape, you go visit people, you give them the virus. If you go to a public mall or a concert, God forbid, then I think that you are a liability to your environment and should be locked in your home. But if it is just Omicron, which is barely a flu, then I don't think that there's a lot that should need to be done. But with more serious for aliens, who knows?
I can't agree more.
So it's easy. Chinese government locking up people in the similar way as we read in the papers, which is not how you read it in the papers, of course. Chinese government pipe down, shut off, and give the people a bit of space and freedom, please.
Jesus Christ. I hope the Chinese government can make some changes after this conference. That's a lot of people's wishes.
So how does this work? Because what I have learned in ever since basic school and beyond, it is still the People's Republic of China. And yes, now we're going into politics. I'm sorry. But the People's Republic of China, how much does the people have to say when the Communist Party is still the biggest one over there?
Well, it's really a hard or tough question for me. You know, the Communist Party is the
Let me interrupt you there.
dominating party.
Let me interrupt you there. I do not want you to say anything that would be unlawful in your country, because there may or may not be people seeing this in the future. You are live on YouTube. Do not break any local laws, okay? Here you go. The mic is yours.
I'm a little bit scared, you know. We use VPN to get to the YouTube, the Facebook, or Instagram. It's literally unlawful for us to use VPN.
Yeah, let's pretend that never happened and we have an open source.
Well, it's 6 p.m. in China and I'm going to have my dinner. So, see you later.
Oh, that's an easy escape, sir.
No, I'm hungry.
I was hungry yesterday, and neighbor brought me chashu.
Wait a moment. Jashu?
Yes, neighbor brought me chashu, Chinese food.
Chinese food? Wait a moment.
You can trip over a Chinese restaurant every 5 meters in the Netherlands. There's a lot of Chinese restaurants, a lot of Chinese companies over here. And chashu, that's my favorite of the entire Chinese Indonesian kitchen.
Wait a moment. I haven't heard this name in China ever.
But that is what Chinese restaurants feed us, if you're looking at the map correctly.
Wait a moment.
Have you ever had chashu?
I have to ask my friend who is in Austria. Maybe he heard about this food in Austria's Chinese restaurant. But in China, in the mainland of Chinese, we haven't heard this name ever.
Well, if you can make it, order it, it doesn't matter what. If you can, do so. And order a side of banh mi. because that is the greatest combination ever. It even gives me a hard on thinking about it.
Well, so hope you enjoy your flight to Dunhuang, and I'm going to have my dinner, sir.
Yeah, and I'll be in the air for a while. Let me check exactly how long. Checking. There's 268.6 miles to go. So when you have done eating, I will welcome you back.
Okay, sir. I'm very, very happy to meet you on the Discord or YouTube.
Or both.
So bye, see you later.
Enjoy your dinner, sir. And
thank
look
you.
up the chashu.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so that was ATC on a whole new level. Now, we in the meanwhile are a little beyond past 1/3 of the journey. So let's keep on going on. The engine is still behaving nicely. None of the gauges moved much except for the fuel gauge, but that is still at above 75%. Let's enjoy the outside view for a bit. I'll be back in a bit, folks. And we're back. Now let's see how we are doing. Moved quite a bit on the map, but not yet close to the SDX waypoint. How far is that? Let's find out. 87.3 miles. And Channel Heart says, hi Bram. Channel Heart, how are you doing, sir? I seem to have sorted out many of the troubles, and for those that don't know, Channel Heart is a true follower of the channel. Things that have been going on yesterday seem to have been resorted today by reverting back an update of OBS and updating the drivers of the graphics card, and also the connection trouble seems to have sorted itself out, meaning that I am now also flying this flight which Channel Heart did yesterday together with Freddy. And just because I do not want to leave a gap in the videos, I have to prove to everybody that I actually did this flight. I'm doing this while being sick as a dog. So I had to call in sick of work, and I am absolutely freezing. Got a 41 degrees Celsius fever, and yeah, being stuck in bed all day, that's not me, because I get really bored really fast. And this way at least I am able to keep myself somewhat entertained until I get this fever down and am able to get back to work. And yeah, I'm not 100%, let's put it that way. And that is physically, not mentally. But if Channel Heart is responding, let's go and have a look. Nope, nobody else is in the area yet. Sorry. But I sure am welcoming the fact that the stream seems to be stable enough, and I'm not confined to the shitter 24/7. Anyway, Channel Heart, I am now catching up to yesterday, where obviously yeah, you guys have landed yesterday already, and I was having trouble, not just with health, but with a big variety of issues. And that seems to have been resorted right now, except for one little bitty issue. If I zoom in on the cockpit, you may be able to spot it. Some items are very fuzzy. when I zoom out a little bit, they are even fuzzier, and that is the one thing that I need to sort out. From the outside view, the aircraft is also a bit fuzzy, and then the ground underneath is crisp. Channel art says, and the aliasing, yeah, I'm going to have to experiment with that, but also with frame rate, and also with come on, what is that called again? Resolution. I have an NVIDIA card, use a DLSS. How the hell do you know I have an NVIDIA card? Did you do a bad thing and get on my computer and see what's in it? Or what did you do? How did you know that I got an NVIDIA card? Oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, okay, so it's a NVIDIA, the GT3010, and this morning a Dutch website, tweakers.net, they also pointed out that the drivers are not able to perform at a peak performance when you install the fall update of Windows 11. He has an option 2, I think. As do I. The DLSS is an option instead of TAA or FXAA, etc. in AA. Yeah, I am not going to try and check that just yet, because obviously I just got the stream stable enough to actually be able to perform this flight. I actually have been able to talk to some guy on Discord. He is ATC and decided to shut down ATC and come see the live stream. General Hart got me on VatSpy. What the hell? Where the? Are you in the area? Well, probably not, but at least now you can see proof that I'm actually doing what I'm saying that I'm doing. And I don't want to leave a gap in the videos, and since I had to call in sick, got to keep myself entertained somewhat, I sort of am doing this because I don't have to move around a lot. But definitely you do not want me to go around in a 30-ton truck right now. General says I have to do that exam thing first. What exam thing? You're not supposed to take an exam. Right click my name details. I do not have a pilot rating on VatSpy, yet I am there. It is not obligated. You can start using the network VatSim as soon as you register and log in. I've seen all the details on the right click. I meant to join. It told me I had to do an exam. Well, I am not sure where you clicked, but if you click on the map and you spawn somewhere in the vicinity of SDX, Echo Sierra Delta Echo X-ray, you should be able to spawn near me. And screw everybody on VatSim, there is nobody else in the area. By the way, are we friends on the simulator yet? I sent Freddy a request today because I noticed he wasn't friends. And if we are friends there, you should be able to see me flying on the map and you should be able to spawn near me at any given time. We are now about halfway compared to yesterday. This is a massive improvement because the longest video I was able to stream yesterday, that was about well, less than 8 minutes, and then stupid stuff started to crash again. We are still there. Channel Art says it's going V smoothly. Not sure the V stands more. Very. Okay. Yeah, since I upgraded the driver, it also interfered with my settings in Flight Simulator, and as you can see, I barely have to touch the look around button, and it is really smooth. So that's an improvement, alright. Now all I need to do is improve the quality of the aircraft, because stuff in here is fuzzy. I cannot read what it says right here in the magenta in top. Was able to do that earlier, so not sure why that is, but I'm going to try to fix it, because if I can read it, so can you. And right now I have to zoom in to the max to figure out we're 61.4 nautical miles away from SDX. I was able to read that from here. Well, that's just a dot to you probably, or a blurry nothing. You should be able to read that as well on a big screen. And by the way, if you hear me sniffling, this is just me enduring flu. How's my engine doing? Well, we've been going over this stack long enough. It's looking great. Still 10 degrees centigrade out there. Marvelous. Kinda what you want. Big sky, little aircraft. Absolutely no one even in the area. Fat spy confirmed. $218 miles to go. And we got Channel Heart who spawned just in front of us at 5,400 feet. Not sure what speed he's got, but let's try to catch up. And he's got me on VatSpy, he said earlier, but I don't see him on VatSpy. Guessing he simply needs to join up with the VatSim network, no pilot rating, and let's freaking go. Or join the Discord with a proper mic, and then we can all talk to each other and be a happy family. Here we go, we are locked in. Channel Heart is trying to climb, he's past 6,000 right now. Which means he is obviously slower than an aircraft going at the same altitude. Because he has to climb. So let's find out. Can we catch up or can we not? To catch up or not to catch up? That is the question. Well, the Americans solved that, they called it catch up. And they're throwing it in every dish they know. And Channel Heart says, I'm heading towards you to join. Oh, alright, that is generous. What formation are we going to form? Side by side? One following the other? What are we going to do? When it comes to my massive prop shaft turbulence, the prop turbulence, if you will. I think side by side is roughly where we want to be. That should be doable. But before we're going to do something exciting like that, I'm going to have to step out for a few minutes because of the trot. Be right back, folks. Okay, we're back for now. Let's go see. Maybe Lord Harley's already visible from the outside. Apparently not. What is his altitude? He is past 9500. So he's probably not going to scuff my paint. What is your desired altitude, Channel Heart? You guys even see his altitude? I'm not sure. Oh, of course, it's getting smaller. He is past 10,000 now. Can you guys see that? And I'm still at 8,900, which seems to be okay enough. Channel Heart says between 9 and 10 is good. Is there something that I need to know that is still upcoming, Channel Heart? We do now have him on the map, still not on VatSpy. At that altitude, I think you may want to start your 180, Channel Heart. Doing a 180 takes time, and as things are going now, I think this is about the time where you should start doing that, so we end up almost wingtip to wingtip. Oh shoot, I effed up on VatSpy. Oh shoot, I'm looking for myself right now on the map. Here we are. $179 miles to go. To finally complete this leg after all the aggravations that we had yesterday. And on my big screen here I see a little dot that could be Channel Heart right underneath his name tag. Probably unseen on the stream. Yeah, I don't think that Channel Heart got my message about doing the 180 already. Unless of course he knows something that I don't know yet. Oh shoot, there's mountains in the way. Shallow mountains, but mountains nonetheless. We are currently 11.9 miles from SDEX, the first official waypoint. Channel Heart is now officially behind us. I hope he is doing his 180. Apparently he is. Seems to be turning slowly. And with his altitude and me being at 8,900 feet, if he does a nosedive, he can probably catch up really easy. Now what, I'm going to give the good man a break, slow down a little bit, throttle down. Somewhere there should be good. Revs at 2340 is ideal. We're roughly there, roughly. Not by much though. Is Channel Heart going to be able to catch up? All traffic alert. The Papa Hotel Bravo Victor Lima is seen on VatSpy, and the VatSim network is now a party of 2. Be aware. Is he already in view? Especially for you guys over there. Not just yet, but I got a feeling we're going to see him shortly. Channel Hard, what's your current altitude? Channel Hard is at 9,800, just as I am. That means that if he's got the exact same course as I have, which on the map shows he does, there could be a mid-air collision. I assume you have proper control over your aircraft, Mr. Channel Hard. Channel Hard is doing manual at the moment. You're a brave man. What's your current airspeed? I'm doing 96 indicated and true airspeed 115. And we've passed SDEX and now it is 93.9 miles to MOF B. And Channel Hard is doing 100-ish. Meaning he should be gaining on us. What's up ahead? Flatlands. So we can keep our focus back here to Mr. Channel Hard. Ah shoot. Here we go. And if he's doing 9,800, he's got his altimeter settings wrong. Press Delta and Bravo on your keyboard, sir. But at least that should sort it. He's off by at least 1,000 feet. But he is catching up. Keep having to reset the camera angle. He is doing his best and succeeding at it. Channel Heart says, I just thought also I have live weather on and you don't. Yeah, there has been a question in the videos multiple times, but I kind of want to show you guys the nicer bits. If you want me to use real weather and daytime, let me know. Because if we're not using daytime, you will have a 4.5 hour black pitch video to look at. So let me know what you prefer. What is the weather right now in your end there, Freddy? Freddy? Channel Heart. Sorry. And Channel says, but some shores, but a little wind. Well, we have a little wind as well. If we take a look at the gauges, this is the heading bug as it is set for where we want to go. Here's the magenta line where we need to go. And we can also see that the aircraft is not perfectly in line, it is slightly moving right, meaning that the side wind that Channel Heart is experiencing while hand flying also affects the autopilot of my aircraft. Let's ask ourselves the question, is Channel Heart still catching up? Nothing crazy ahead. But something crazy at her tail. Channel Heart is hauling. I think he's got his afterburners on. I think we're about to witness him overtaking me. Now he is audible and closing in. You can probably start seeing him right now. Sir Channel Heart has entered the building. And here we are, folks. It is now called formation flying. Oh sure, I got him in view and he tries to disappear again. Let's try from this angle. Or this one. There he goes. Channel R is to our right. General Hart, are you still hand flying? I think he is. And he is going autopilot in a minute. Well, this could be just a minute to do, just so. We still have a bit to go. And before things start going radical, I am going to step out for a few minutes because of trots. Be right back. Well, I'm back-ish, but not back as well. I've just shot the glaze out of that pot, so shot. And I'm freezing cold. So if you hear anything in the background, that's my fan heater. I'm trying to warm up a little bit, just enough to sustain myself and get through today. Well, let's find out. Where did Channel Heart go? There he is, to our left and rear again. Not sure why that is. Let's find out how far we are away from the waypoint Mofby. 32.9 miles. And Channel Heart says no to autopilot. Well, not sure what you told it to do, but it probably does exactly what you said it to do. And on my screen, just below the name tag, he is visible again. So we probably figured out a way to get closer. Then again, I could be the nice guy, throttle down a little bit for a while, from 95 to, let's say, 80. And let him catch up a little bit. If his autopilot is set in the same direction as mine, then he should be able to catch up and keep up. Sorry. It's not COVID. I tested. Yeah, that is getting a little slow. So let's pick up just gently, so we don't hit stall speed. I could actually use flaps right now, but I sorta don't wanna. Channel Heart is getting nicely close. I think he is hand flying again. He's drifting a little bit. And now he is getting dangerously close to my prop wash, sorry. So if there's any turbulence there, sir, it is all you. Now, since he has closed in, we are throttling back up. to, let's say, well, not max, 80-ish. Just slightly above that white line to our bottom left, where the speed indicator is. And Channel Heart says I can't get real close, I'll just leave a lot of space. And it is autopilot formation flying. Oh, okay. Do we have the same settings? Am I vanishing when you get too close, or what is going on there? Do you have the real settings set to full, or do you have the some of the crash settings set to off? Channel Heart says, Bram, I can see you at all times. I have all players at the moment. Well, from inside the cockpit I cannot see you. So let's go back out there. He is right behind me. And I think that in this area that is all the people we have at all. Confirmed. Because I have live players, so everybody. I've got everything set to live except for live weather. Because then you guys cannot see anything when it is pitch black out there. Of course we can do night flying, but that makes a boring 4-hour video, doesn't it? But I wonder what happens if Channel Heart gets close. Channel Heart, if you get really close to me, do either I vanish or do you vanish? Is that the settings that you have right now, or is it rather that we actually crash and have to restart again? Or that you crash and I keep flying, or whatever? I see him coming. Channel Heart is coming in for the kill, everybody. And he just overtook us. Here's no vanishing aircraft. Now, of course, I can go full dogfight on him, but I rather want this flight to succeed, so we can forget last Sunday, which was a massive failure. Channel Heart says, that's what I was testing for. You're fine, Bram. I can see you at all times. Well, as he just took off in front of us, we are also going to gun it. and catch up with him. Ha ha! Because apparently nobody dies in this simulator. He's at 9,200 descending. You guys see that little speck, right? Well, don't hit it. It's not a fruit fly. It's an actual aircraft. Here we go. We got a visual again. Let's throttle back again so that maybe we can get both aircraft in the same screen properly. Chinard says, cool Bram, nice one. So I now have less than 50% of throttle. He's catching up, and here we go, catch up and fly formation for a bit. There we go. Yeah, I revved up a little bit too much there. So let's rev down again and let him catch up again. And Bella Luna Henriette Verne Dubois says bonjour de France. Bienvenue à notre channel ici. Je parle juste un petit peu français parce que je connais pas tous les mots, mais j'attends. Et bienvenue. And that was a stall warning because Henriette was distracting me. Let's pick up a little bit more speed or else we'll crash, burn and die. Oh, and by the way, j'adore la France. C'est un beau pays. Okay, that got rid of the stall warning. Let's see how we're doing. Mr. Channel Hard still on our left. And let's go figure out. We have 72 miles to go. Where you going, buddy? Oh, I'm overtaking you again. Sorry. But okay. We are going to waypoint MOFB, which is 5.6 nautical miles. Let's check that here. What the? From MOFB, we are going to line up towards the airport. And that is going to be a couple of really weird turns. But okay, if that is what is needed, then we're going to do that. Mademoiselle Bella Luna Henriette Verne Dubois, et vous ici encore? And we have now left the Ürümqi Fur in China, and we are now in the Lanzhou area, also in China. We may be able to pick up Beijing control at 125.9, so let's give that a try. .9. They are really far away, so if we can reach them, it is probably really far away, like really far away. Beijing control, Papa Hotel Bravo Victor Lima. And let's use the correct communication. Beijing control, Papa Hotel Bravo Victor Lima. Good afternoon. Radio check, please. I really doubt they are even close enough to see us, hear us, or understand us. But just to be sure, vPilot has this reputation already, so let's close vPilot, reopen it again, and try that again. Beijing Control, good afternoon. Papa Hotel Bravo Victor Lima, radio check please. Nah, they are too far away from us and we are too low to let the radio parables land in their area, so that is not going to happen. But okay, let's go back to 122.8 because that obviously is where we need to be. Come on. Sorry. And let's go have a look-see around the Channel Heart is still behind us. Don't get that. Now we, on the other hand, we are 61.4 nautical miles away from the airport. So what we are going to do is descend a lot. 3,900 initially. I do believe I read somewhere that the airport is at 2,300 something. So let's get down in a hurry. There is no menacing mountains anymore. Let's do it. Let's manage speed and descend so that in the end we get low and slow, and perhaps we can make this video a success. And here comes Channel Heart. Woo, you doing great there, cowboy. There was somebody on Discord. Let's figure out who it is. The heck? Okay, now Channel Heart is just playing with me. He is flying circles around me. Not sure what he is doing, but he is getting closer. Now, is he either flexing or is he playing with me? It's either one of the two. Let's get back in here. How long till the next waypoint? It is 36 miles. And when we've done that, we got a serious couple turns going on. Aye. Channel Heart says he's just being playful. Yeah. Obviously, with that dogfight stance and that incredibly dangerous Cessna 172 you got over there with the afterburners and stuff like that. Come play, my dear boy. Come play. Let's play. What is that game called again in English? Where there's a few seats and more people than seats. You run around when the music stops, then you sit down if you don't have a seat, then you miss out and you lost. What is that called again? Musical chairs, that's it. So, musical chairs, but then with aircraft. And according to Discord, we are going to get somebody else extra in the air. So, whatever you want to call it, a race, musical chairs, or yeah, that. Last one to land, or the last one to get the fuel box. You guys name it. What are we going to do as the challenge for today? Of course, today's initial challenge was the mountains, but then we had Freddy And Freddy said fly south for a while first, and then you're good to go. Then obviously the mountains were no longer an issue. Speaking of issues, let's go have a look at our own issues. Yeah, we can easily go down another 2000. That is flatlands out there, folks. Now what? Let's make that 2200. I distinctly remember something saying it was something in that vicinity. Well, the airport elevation, that is. Now we have a Gamer Boy in our screen. Not sure if that is the new player. And Coconut on Discord says time. It is night. Yeah, that is why I've said day stuff. And Gamer Boy, I think that our previous admin, who is currently probably called Gamer Boy, he just sent me a friend request. I will acknowledge that in a little bit. After we've landed, I will acknowledge that. And if you watch the live stream as well, you can see that it is currently we're getting quite low, aren't we? Let's not do this. Nose up. This is too low for comfort. We don't even have the runway inside yet. Are we near the runway yet? No, we are not. We are not yet landing. So it's night time there for you, Gamer Boy, aka Coconut. And he crashed to extreme wind. Dude, what are you doing? To yourself. To the channel. To everybody. Let's have a look out here. Where's the others? There's Channel Heart. Well, nothing. There's Gamer Boy. And there's Channel Heart. He is well above 6,000, so he probably knows something I don't know yet. Then again, I am a dumbass and I have not yet checked out the destination airport. Okay,
Hi.
who's that one? Discord. What's my heading? Good question. Heading is 140. Has been asked by Coconut. And it seems Jeffrey is back.
Yep.
Welcome back, sir. How was your meal? Did you enjoy?
Yep. Fantastic. And it seems like I've solved the Chinese food problem.
Hi.
Hey, and there's Coconut as well.
Hi, nice to meet you.
So basically, did you find out the chashu?
Yep. And it seems like it's not Mandarin but Cantonese. It names how to say cha shao in Mandarin and names cha siu in Cantonese.
Well, the people over here, the Chinese people over here, pronounce it themselves as chashu.
Yeah, it's a kind of meat, right?
It is meat, correct, from pork, and that has to be worked on for about 3 days. Is that correct?
Okay.
And it's sweet, right?
Yes, and together with the bami, then you get a really good meal.
Ah, that's it. Cha shao or cha siu.
Rob, now why am I starting?
Coconut, this is a thing you may not be able to follow. It was earlier in the video that me and the guy that does ATC for us, he is the other guy in this voice channel right now. He was online earlier and we started to talk because we are in China with the aircraft, and he decided to join the YouTube channel instead, and we were talking about food, mainly chashu, and now it turns out that there's a lot of different accents, let's put it that way.
Wait, I think I see you. I'm not sure. Let me just...
Anyway,
Is that
whatever happens, I'm going to be back in a few minutes because of the flu trots. Be right back, folks.
I hope I won't stall again, because I'm pretty sure... No, push back, okay. No. Okay. I think that's you guys, but I'm not entirely sure.
Alright, we're back. And so we're 2.2 nautical miles away from the next waypoint before we enter the pattern to land. 2.0 right now. And let's go see. Where are all the other guys? Channel Heart in the distance. Gamer Boy in the distance. Hello Gamer Boy. Are you up in the air? Are you intercepting? Or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm heading to 2 planes. Heading 244. I'm pretty sure that's you, if correct.
If the game tag says Cessna pilot, that's me.
Yeah, but I don't know how to check that into the VFR map. Yeah.
Well, there's 2 planes together, and that is me and Lord Hart. We are now turning directly towards you.
Oh yeah, I see you on the VFR map. I think, yeah, 50 nautical miles away.
Alright. We should be able to see each other very shortly.
Do I go to land? Sure.
Well, eventually we are going to land, of course.
Let me just get the heading right. By the way, the fact that I am using buttons for pitch is not going to make it easier for me to land.
This stream has not been easy for anybody.
Really? Okay. I can't see the runway. Wait, I do. I need to go lower.
Jeffrey, are you still here?
Yes.
Are you flying with us or just watching?
I'm aligned the ATC. Maybe you can see me.
Alright, you'll be A2C for us. There's a party 3 inbound.
Let me set up flaps. I forgot what key my flaps were. Wait, there's no flaps. I forgot. Wait, is there? I don't know.
Cessna 172 does have flaps, sir.
I should slow down because I am almost over speeding. And that's not great. Where do I see my like call sign?
By the way, Lord Hart. By the way, Jeffrey. By the way, me. The little child that you hear in the background is the same guy who is responsible for setting up this Discord. So without him, we would not have been able to talk to each other. So properly thank him, please.
I am about to crash into the runway, of course. AKA making a ride landing.
Yeah, you may want to divert a little bit, maybe do a go around.
Okay.
Because let's not crash, alright?
Did I cut the throttle?
The stream has been crashed enough. This is attempt number 9 or 10, and yeah, let's go.
Come on. Okay. The runway is visible. No.
By the way, you have an open mic, kid.
What?
You have an open mic, so we can hear everything you say and breathe.
Oh yeah, let me... Is this better now?
Not sure. if you stop talking and you do something, we may be able to hear it or not. And Jenna Hart says, Bram, do you ever run a server military sims like IL-2 or Rise of Flight? No, I do not. And then he asks, Brahma 172 had aileron trim too to counter the torque at full RPM. Yeah, that is available, but only in autopilot.
Yeah, we're like we're to enter the runway. I mean, the airport. Throttle.
I'm pretty sure I should be lining up with the runway right now,
Wait, but
but I'm not sure why the blue line continues after that. Does anybody know the elevation of the airport?
You mean Dunhuang?
Dunhuang Airport elevation, yes.
Wait me 2 minutes. I'm gonna check it for you.
I'm
I
pretty
think
much right over areas, populated areas.
I'm pretty sure my altitude is broken.
Then go visual, my dear boy.
Okay, now I'm going to park. I'm not idea where to park, so I'm just going to park here.
Okay, then now I have something to aim for because Gamer Boy has landed, so the blue line is no longer in effect.
The elevation of Dunhuang Airport is 1,124.7 meters.
Okay, throttle
So
cut.
that is roughly 340 feet.
That's safer.
Mixture cut. And
Alright, let's go check out what I've got here.
the engine's off. Avionics off. And I made it.
So I'm roughly 3,000 feet above the elevation of the airport.
Turn off the batteries.
Should be able to intercept the ILS.
And I have no idea
So let's
what's going on.
press approach. It
Wait,
is
where's
not
the
yet
screen still
intercepted.
online after the batteries are offline?
Gamer Boy, say again.
The screens are online, but the battery is not. How do I?
Yeah, you may have a faulty battery there, and you may have to reboot. That is a VatSim 2020 bug. The batteries run dry really fast.
I'm going to wait to see you landing. Oh wait, you landed?
So Channel Heart has landed. Gamer Boy has
Might
landed.
change, like, my
I
pet
am on
setting.
my way.
Oh, found it. Okay.
Let's go figure out how I'm doing. Not too bad compared to the first 8 attempts. And I do
I
think
don't
I
want the
see
camera.
smudges of runway somewhere. Now again with the settings of today, things do look rather pathetic. But let's get down in a hurry, because I do think I'm already high, and that is a runway in the distance.
The navigation lights.
Yeah, that is definitely a runway. That is definitely something to look at. And that is definitely not a crisp, sharp
After we land, is the
thing that
cementing.
we want to see.
Right.
Let's engage all the flaps. Oh shoot, this is a really bad landing.
I think I see you right
But
there.
it is a landing nonetheless. 1 bounce, 2 bounce. We have landed, aka this leg has
So
been
what,
completed after all.
Parked in the taxiway.
Let's pull up the flaps. And let's turn around, find a taxiway. And once we're done that, oh come on! We want to park next to the guys.
Yeah, I'm right there.
Yeah, you're in view, buddy. Luckily, nobody else
Let me
is
try to
landing.
shut off the battery now. I still don't know why.
I got you guys in view, and I'm going to park right in the middle.
The one that's just in front of you right there, just parked on the taxiway.
I'm not
was-
gonna park on a taxiway.
I was too lazy to taxi to a parking spot, so yeah.
Okay, I'm going to exit on this unnamed taxiway. And then let's go see. I will probably end up somewhere near Channel Heart.
Is the stream ending after this, like, flight?
Hold on. Got a phone call. Back in a second.
Let me just turn my battery on, because, yeah. Turn that on. Turn that on, turn that on. And I forgot how to start the engine. Great. Oh yeah, right. There's.
Okay, we're back, and turns out that phone call was actually important. Something that I need to respond to. So I'm going to park right next to this Cessna right here. Going to assume that that is somebody called Channel Heart. And they're already waiting for me to push me back out.
Also, here's where everyone parks. Oh, shit.
And here he is saying stop right there. Yeah, that is what I did. So parking brake. And landing lights off, engine off, parking brake set, and despite of all the trouble that we had yesterday, we have now successfully completed this leg. Probably almost ran into that guy over there, but still we made it. And since this same guy keeps running into me, that's called justice. Anywho, there's somebody else in the area. Where is he? There he is. But okay, the call that I just got basically means that in about 15 minutes I'm going to get a visitor.
Okay, there you go.
Camera boy, is that you lining up next to us?
Yep.
I'm
Okay.
pretty pleased with that.
The engine is offline and I blocked the entire taxiway. Great.
Yeah, do set your parking brake.
Yeah, I did.
So okay folks,
Is the stream going to end?
say again?
Is the stream going to end like right now?
The stream is about to end, correct.
Oh. Are you going to play like a little bit more or are you leaving?
Well, you should have joined earlier. But as most people have heard, I just got a phone call, pretty serious, and in 15 minutes I'm getting a visitor, so that is why the stream is ending right now.
Oh. Okay.
Sorry buddy, and see you Sunday.
Yep.
Anywho, so yeah, obviously Gamer Boy
Time
has
to take apart my
the
flight simulator.
speakers on, does not use a headset because we can hear the echo. But despite of all of that, I am going to have to respond to the phone call that I just got. So that is roughly the end of this video. I want to thank everybody for being even near the stream. I want to thank everybody who participated in the stream, especially because yeah, currently this has finally succeeded. So yeah folks, that is about it for this day. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next Sunday, hopefully.